Welcome students, this is Chanan Singh Negi. In previous sessions we have solved the problems of complex numbers, and today we are going to discuss this is conjugate of complex numbers and multiplicative inverse of the complex number, right? The first one is conjugate of complex number, right? Conjugate of the complex number, that is, conjugate means that is the pair of this one. Like if this just for the understanding purposes, the left hand shoes and right hand shoes are both are the pair of this one, and then the left hand is the conjugate of right hand, and right hand shoes is the conjugate of the left hand shoes, right? So conjugate means that is the pair, that is pair. Conjugate here, this is pair for under this purpose, right? This is the pair. And if we have a complex number, this is z is equal to x plus iota y, that is a complex number. And what is the conjugate of this complex number, right? Here this is iota is playing a major role in this complex numbers, and the x and y is the real part. This is y is the imaginary part, x is the real part, and x, y both are the real numbers. Now we write this is conjugate, we write this is z bar. Z bar means the conjugate of z. Z bar means conjugate of z. Right, we write this is x minus iota y. This is x minus iota y is the conjugate of x plus iota y. If we have a complex number like this is minus x plus iota y, let a complex number, this is let z this one equal to, then z bar will be x does not matter for us in the conjugate. If we write this conjugate, we write this as x minus this is minus x will remain same, and iota sign must be changed. This is, if it is a plus then minus, if minus then plus. So it is minus iota y. Or the second one, third example, if write this is, we have a z is minus 1 minus iota, right? Let this one, we have z, this is minus 1 minus iota, then conjugate of z is equal to minus 1 plus iota. Well, that is called conjugate of z, that is the pair of this one, right? And numbers modulus will remain same. Now the second part we will discuss modulus later on, this one, and second part is multiplicative inverse. Multiplicative inverse of complex number. Inverse of complex number. Just writing this is z. Multiplicative inverse of the complex numbers. You know that multiplicative inverse, what does this mean? If these two numbers are multiplied and we get the 1, then that is called multiplicative inverse of each other, right? Let example, if a is a number and b is another number, and if a b is equal to 1, so this b is called the multiplicative inverse of a, and a is called multiplicative inverse of b. How this is? So a is equal to 1 upon b, or b is equal to 1 upon a, right? This is multiplicative inverse. In the complex number, that is the same thing. This is, if we have a complex number which multiply to the another complex number, we get the 1, that is called multiplicative of each inverse. Like z1 is one complex number, and z2 the another complex number, we get this 1. So then z1 is equal to 1 upon z2, and z2 is equal to 1 upon z1. So that is complex number. That is complex number also, and z1 is the multiplicative inverse of z2, and z2 is the multiplicative of z1. Now the question arises, if z is given like this is x plus iota y is z, what is the complex number of this this is multiplicative inverse of the complex number? What is the multiplicative inverse of this complex number? So now this is question, multiplicative inverse, right? Let a is the multiplicative inverse of this complex number. Let a is the this is multiplicative inverse of this complex number. Right? This is a into z is equal to 1, and here A is multiplicative inverse. I am just writing this is MI. MI means multiplicative inverse. Yeah. Right. Now A is the this one. What is A? The A is 1 upon Z. So that means the multiplicative inverse Mi of Z is equal to always 1 upon Z, and this is equal to 1 upon x plus iota y. This is the multiplicative inverse of Z, right? This is called 1 upon x plus iota y. Now let's explain this one. This is complex number. This is question number 1. Find the conjugate of this is minus 2 plus 1 upon 3 iota, that is Z. So then solution is, we write this is Z is equal to minus 2 plus 1 upon 3 iota, then Z bar, that is conjugate of Z, is equal to minus 2 minus 1 upon 3 iota, right? This plus sign with the iota has been converted to minus. So that is the conjugate of Z. Now question number 2, find multiplicative inverse of, this is this is 2 minus 3 iota, multiplicative inverse of 2 minus 3 iota. Then solution will be, we have Z is equal to 2 minus 3 iota, right? And multiplicative inverse of Z is equal to 1 upon Z, that means 1 upon 2 minus 3 iota. But it is not in the general form, right? That means it is not in the form of x plus iota y. So what should I write so that it will be in form of 2 minus, this is a plus iota b, or x plus iota y. Here, this is multiplicative inverse of Z is equal to this 1 minus 2 3 iota, and we have to write this is multiply this one by its conjugate on denominator. This is on denominator, right? How to write this is 2 minus 3 iota, and what is the conjugate of 2 minus 3 iota? That is 2 plus 3 iota. Then multiply it by 2 plus 3 iota, and if we have multiplied it on denominator, then we must multiply to the numerator also. This is 2 plus 3 iota, and always write in bracket so that there is no confusion or no problems. Now this is 2 plus 3 iota. Now this is just check, this is a minus b into a plus b, right? A minus b into a plus b. This is a square minus b square. So this is a square minus b square. This is 3 iota whole square. B is 3 iota. Now this is 2 plus 3 iota whole divided by 4 minus 9 iota square. This is 9 iota square. Now this is equal to 2 plus 3 iota divided by 4 minus 9 into iota square is minus 1. So this is equal to 2 plus 3 iota upon 4 plus 9. This is minus into minus plus. This is 4 plus 9. Now this is equivalent to, check this one. This is equal to 2 plus 3 iota upon 13. Now it is in form of a plus iota b, but that means that is the LCM of 2 and 3 iota is 13. So de-LCMize this one. This reverse process. We write this is 2 upon 13 plus whatever sign is there on the numerators between the 2 and 3 iota, and this is right 3 upon 13 iota, right? So this is a plus iota b. So that is the multiplicative inverse of 2 minus 3 iota. So what is the A multiplicative inverse of 2 minus iota is 2 upon 13 plus 3 upon 13 iota. Thank you. Thank you, students. And next sessions we will solve some more problems. Thank you.